Alright, hello. I just thought I'd do this PFL card because there's actually some decent fights on it. Not a lot. I have an issue with the main event, but I'll discuss that later. I'm just going to get straight right into it. I don't see that many people doing predictions for this card, so I'm going to just be the dark horse and just do it because why not? First on the card, Mlacklin versus Witty. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I'm going to go with Corey Mlacklin. I feel like he's showing more impressive performances than Nahum. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Don't so I'm gonna go with Corey Mlacklin, probably decision or a knockout. Gemma Old versus Sammy Joe Luxton. I'm gonna go with Gemma Old. I don't know. She looks more impressive. Like her amateur career is actually pretty stacked. Sammy Joe Luxton looks very good in her first two fights, but those are professional fights. Sammy Joe has more, but amateur fights, Gemma is shown more. If you get my drift, I think Gemma's gonna take her down in the fourth round and just ground and pound or submission. So I'm gonna go with Gemma Old submission or KO rounds 2 or 3. Moving on. Ewen Sheridan versus Malichi Edwards, or Malika, or I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to go with Ewen Sheridan by probably knockout. By the way, I just want to say something. There's no way these two are actually 6'4" and 6'5". They're both 6'3". This is clear their line. It's either this fella's 6'2" and he's 6'3", or they're both 6'3". Alright. I'm going to go with Ewen Sheridan by knockout. It's just what I've seen. I'm just going to go off that. Alright, moving on. Claudio Pacilla versus Gavin Hughes. I'm going to go with Gavin Hughes, probably by knockout. I've looked back at that last 3 fights. I'm not too impressed with Claudio. Gavin Hughes looks pretty subpar, so I'm going to expect him to actually put the pressure on and probably catch Claudio or something. So I'm going to go with Gavin Hughes, KO, or maybe a submission. Alright, moving on. Mark Ewen versus Alexander Chisov. I'm going to go with Mark Ewen by KO. I know it says on the PFL website, it says his career record is 11-1. It's 10-3 in reality. And that's excluding losses in kickboxing and whatnot. I'm going to go with Mark Ewen by KO. Chisov has been chinned before, and Ewen actually has a decent punch. By the way, what's going on with the website? What's going on here? I don't know. I'm gonna go Mark Ewen, probably knockouts round 1 or 2. Moving on. Haider Khan versus Sean McCormack. I really wanted to pick Sean McCormack because he's Irish, but I looked at his fights and his record, I can't. I'm gonna go with Haider Khan, probably either decision or very late knockout. Moving on. John Mitchell versus Lorenzo Parente. I'm going to go with John Mitchell with this one. I feel like Lorenzo's a bit too young to be pushing himself like this, you know what I mean? I feel like John with the experience will probably outclass Lorenzo. Who knows, maybe Lorenzo could catch him with something, but I'm going to go with John Mitchell late stoppage. So either KO or submission. Probably more likely KO. So round 3 KO for John Mitchell. Decky McKeelan versus Gino Fanstinis. I'm going to go with Decky McKeelan. I looked at Gino Fanstinis' performances. I'm not too impressed. Decky McKeelan does have a good punch, so I'm going to just expect him to knock him out. I'm going to go with Decky McKeelan rounds 2 or 3 knockout. Moving on. Gee, what is up with the website today? Connor Hughes versus Sebastian DeFranco. I'm gonna go with Connor Hughes again. I've seen that last 3 fights. Connor looks more well-rounded, so I'm gonna go with Connor Hughes, probably knockouts round 2 or 3, something like that. Moving on. Mcgregor versus Philipp. I seen this guy before, but I didn't know his name. So I looked back. He looks good, but this is an embarrassment that he's taking on this opponent. He needs an opponent that can test him. and whoever match made this should be embarrassed. Like, you're making him a hype job, and then he's gonna lose to a good opponent, and the hype is gonna be gone. Test him with a subpar opponent first. Don't give him these cans. Like, I don't understand it. It's strange. I'm gonna go with Lewis McGrillen, probably knockouts round 1 or 2. Most likely round 1. This is easily a padded win for him, in my opinion. Your man's like 37, I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna go Lewis McGrillen, probably by knockout rounds 1 or 2. That's my final answer. Moving on to the main event. Paul Hughes versus Bruno Miranda. This is a mismatch if I've ever seen one. This is clearly a bounce back win for Paul Hughes. I would like them to test him a bit more, but this is just clearly just to like get a knockout first 2 rounds and then move on with his career or something, or like show grappling or show something new. This is a padded win. I like Paul Hughes, but like this is more on the PFL than anything. Give him a good opponent, test him more. Like, he just arguably won against Usman Nurmagomedov. The thing he needs now is to keep testing himself. You know what I mean? It's sad, you know. I'm going with Paul Hughes, rounds 1 or 2 knockout. I don't really see any other situation for this fight. If you think anything else, please let me know. Bruno Miranda is like 37, I think, at the very least. Like, I can't see a situation where he wins, except maybe grappling. But Paul Hughes has great grappling defense, so I can't see him getting that. I'm going Paul Hughes at round 1 knockout. Alright, if you like the predictions, please let me know in the comments. If you don't like them, please let me know. Tell me I'm full of shit. I don't mind. I'd rather honesty. Alright. See you all next time. See ya.